It's Kaylin Goss from the KBIA Newsroom, and it's time for Missouri on Mic. Conversations from Missouri in its 200th year. Cassie Moore spoke with the Missouri on Mic team at the Daniel Boone Regional Library in February. Cassie spoke about her relationship to reading and about a unique family tradition, a family club. Here's Cassie.
Sometimes it's just nice to get out of your own head and to, just to kind of imagine a whole different type of existence. I mean, I read books that are fiction, I read books that are nonfiction. It's always been fun for me, even as a kid. I like to read both nonfiction and fiction, so before I go to work, I read different pages in my nonfiction book. Or it might be nonfiction, self-help. Sometimes it's biographies. Right now I'm reading a biography in the morning. So it's just because I want to learn more also, in addition to having the fiction part where it just is kind of a getaway and from your regular everyday life. If you get yourself in a place where, I'm only reading, like, let's say romance novels, there's just so many various books out there that could help you or be influential to you, or even just, humorous books that'll make you laugh that you're not opening your mind to because you're just stuck in this one set genre. So, I mean, my childhood was average. I didn't come from like a affluent family or anything like that. But we were a very close-knit family, and we had our own family club. And so we had this family club where we each actually had officers. My mom was the president, my dad was the vice president and all, and we had to pay dues. And, when we were kids, we thought, okay, this is just so stupid. Like, if somebody called the house, we had to say we were in a meeting. I'm like, okay, this is dumb. But I realized that was one of the things that really bonded our family. And even now as adults, I mean, my siblings are darn near 50, and they live far enough away from me, but we are just as close as we ever were when we were kids. And I know that has a lot to do with my upbringing. And nobody that we were friends with, whether it was my friends or my brothers and sisters' friends, had ever done anything like that. And which a lot of people thought was weird, because I grew up with a lot of friends that were from one-parent families, and I was not. So that was a lot different. So people called us like not the Brady Bunch, but like the Cosbys, or, different things that they see on TV, or the Partridge Family, because we all sang. But it was important for me, like how I grew up, because I liked, having a mom and a dad, and I couldn't imagine, growing up without one of my parents. It was just something that my parents came up with. And the funny thing is, my brother does it with his kids. They don't have to collect dues, but they, have family meetings and different things like that, and talk about things and get things out in the open as a family. And it just keeps you bonded. It really does.
That was Cassie Moore speaking about her family club from growing up, and about how that continues to be a foundation of her relationships to this day. Missouri on Mic is an oral history and journalism project from Missouri's 200th year. Thanks to Moy Zhong for producing this episode, and the Burney Sisters for providing our music. For more conversations like these, visit kbia.org. I'm Kaylin Goss. Thanks for listening.